Boy, oh boy. Again, what a lacklustre performance. Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and Manchester United have drawn 0-0 at Molineux in the FA Cup round 3. Finished 0-0, which means go to replay at Old Trafford, but it's a slightly better performance on the Arsenal game, but still, that was just dire to watch. The second half, it looked like Wolves were trying to win the game, and we just looked, I don't know, out of ideas, which is just, oh, really don't understand it. Sergio Romero, we got him to thank that we're still in the cup match, that we're still in this FA Cup. He kept us in the game, and he's kept us in the cup, so which is why he's getting man of the match. I'll get onto the player ratings a bit later, but anyway, it just shows the massive problems at Manchester United. We seriously need players, midfielders, clinical goal scorers who want to play for the badge, because, again, I just felt just bored watching it. When I watch Manchester United, I want to see exciting football, attacking, but that was so lackluster again, man. Just so frustrating to watch. It really is. And for the travelling supporters, they must have had a gutful with it. Yes, I'm happy we're still in the cup, but you cannot excuse that poor performance. Not to have a single shot on target just explains why we need signings immediately, and that whacking fraud Ed Woodward needs to get his checkbook out. He really does. Ollie, he seriously got to think about what tactics he's using, because I have no idea what his tactics is sometimes. Absolutely no idea. I still think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is answering his step. Obviously, he wants to smile in his press conferences. He can. But to me, that's not professional enough. We need someone who's ruthless and think, the team didn't play well today and we'll try and resolve it in the next game. Not just smile all the time. I just don't think that is unacceptable at all. I mean, Ashley Young started, I thought he would. Didn't think he had a bad game. Greenwood in the first half was very lively, but in the second half was very quiet because offered absolutely no one was giving him the service, so that's why he was quiet in the second half. But as the game in general, I thought we did string a good few passes together, but again, just very lacklustre to watch. It's so frustrating. I was really hoping that we could get this sealed now, but I'll happily take a replay, at Old Trafford. Hopefully, with the crowd can get on our side, we can win the replay. But, a lot of work is seriously got to be considered. You have to question, as I say, the fitness department, the coaching, the board, and the manager, for his team selections sometimes. Team John played. I don't think he did a lot wrong, but to me, he could do better, Team John. But he hasn't played very often, so I'm not going to get on his back too much. But, as a Manchester United, they seriously got to improve. We got Manchester City in the League Cup on Tuesday in the first leg. If we're not clinical enough in front of goal, then I'm sorry, it's good night. We'll be out of that competition. Got to improve. All we need is a couple of midfielders and a clinical striker. Martial is good when he's offered a service, but when he isn't, he's useless, basically. So, this is a massive January for the club and for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because I think after the Arsenal game, playing Jesse Lingard as an attacking midfielder, he has lost quite a few fans. And at the moment, fans have started to turn on him. I still think a change of manager is needed in the end of the season, so which is why, to me, it's still Ollie out. But, we just have to wait and see if he can turn things round. I really hope he can, but I can't see it anytime soon, to be honest. We just got so many lazy players in this team who are on such big wages, and half of them don't play. We may as well just piss them off in the January transfer window and bring in players who actually want to play for the badge, show hunger, show passion, show fight for the badge, show why they want to be at Manchester United, and us supporters as well, who are paying good money to watch that, and we're being treated to absolutely dull, boring, shit football. It really is. It's absolutely ridiculous, the situation at Manchester United. All we want as fans is the crowd to be on our side. No toxic atmosphere. It's just a happy place to go and watch football. But Manchester United are making it very challenging for us supporters at the moment. So, right, let's get on to player ratings. Sergio Romero, I'm going to give an 8. That saying he did has literally kept us in the FA Cup, so we got him to thank for that. Ashley Young, 6. Harry Maguire, 7. I thought he defended brilliantly tonight after his worst game in the Manchester United shirt against Arsenal. Looked like he's carrying some sort of injury as well, Harry Maguire. Victor Lindelof, 6. Brandon Williams, 7. I thought he did well in the left-back position. Nemanja Matic, 6. Average performance, really. Was, again, just like Arsenal, trying to make things happen, so that's why he's getting a very respectable 6 from me. Andreas Pereira, I'm going to give an average 6. Again, I think he did his job in the midfield, so yep, that's why he's getting a 6. Teeth John, I'll give an average 6. I didn't think he offered a lot in the game, but he had the periods of good spells in the game, so yep, I was happy with that. One Matter, I'm going to give a 7. I didn't actually think he did a lot in the game, but he was so close to scoring that free kick, so that's why I'm going to give him a 7. Daniel James, 6. Mason Greenwood, 7. Daniel James was looking dangerous across the wing again, playing on the left wing where Marcus Rashford usually plays, and Dan James made way for Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford almost scored with his first touch of the ball, but the Wolves defender got back just in time to deflect it on top the crossbar, which was unlucky. So, yep, good games from Daniel James and Mason Greenwood. Yep, Greenwood 7. I thought first half he's brilliant, but the second half very anomalous. But as I said, offered absolutely no service by any of the players in the second half, so it'd be harsh to go any lower than 7 because of his efforts in the first half. Join me on Monday for my preview to the Manchester United versus Manchester City Carabao Cup first leg in the semi-final. Not in the first round, first leg. The semi-final at Old Trafford. Believe it's 8 PM kickoff, live on Sky Sports. good. I'll be able to watch that one as I have now TV. So brilliant. Let's get behind the team and hope once again we can get the better of Manchester City. Manchester City are having a very average season. Let's admit it. So I'm looking forward to that match. Join me in the preview. Man of the match in this game, no doubt, Sergio Romero. Okay, bye bye. Sort yourselves out, United. So inconsistent.